Hi everybody, this is Rose Sharon, and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently read Crown of Swords, which is the 8th book in the incredibly long series of Wheel of Time. And next book in the series is, I do believe, can't remember, it's Crown of Swords, Path of Daggers. It's actually, no, Crown of Swords, and then I've read Path of Daggers. Yeah, I'm reading Path of Daggers right now, I do believe. And then it's Winter's Heart is after that. But I've read Path of Daggers, and we get the sense that the Black Aja has been finally found out. The ones that are working as Dark Fiends for the Aes Sedai. And it's such a moment of triumph, I do believe. And you think, you're in for it now. And of course, Rand and just his kind of turmoil, constant going back and forth between himself and Luz Theron, the Dragon Reborn, who he is. And then you've got the Bowl of the Winds. This is an interesting kind of summoning object that is found on a quest, and it was actually brought up in Crown of Swords, and they find it, but they don't know how to use it. And I thought, oh boy, you need to get somebody who's an expert on this Bowl of Winds, and you better know what it does if you wanted to have any sort of skin in the game in the battle that's going to take place, because winter's coming. Yeah, with a book after Path of Daggers is Winter's Heart, and I haven't read it yet, but I just finished. I'm sorry, I said it was the 8th book. I read the 9th book, so I am preparing to read the 10th book, which is called Winter's Heart, and it takes place during winter, of course, which makes sense, but I haven't really gotten into the meat of the story yet. But this particular book is much shorter than the other books, and I really love the way that Jordan sets up the tone, and we feel the unease of all the characters, and we feel their groaning, we feel their tiredness at this point, and wondering what's to come, and knowing that it's only going to get worse. Of course, the whole idea of the Bowl of the Winds is interesting too, so I'm kind of wondering where that's going to lead us. But like I said, I haven't read Winter's Heart yet, so I'm continuing. Beyond that, you've got Crossroads of Twilight. I forget what the other books are after that. There are 15 books in all if you include New Spring. And I'm thinking that the other books aren't so long as the original Eye of the World and Great Hunt and Dragon Reborn and Shadow Rising. But it's the longest thing I've ever read, other than Homestuck, as you will know, and it's something that I decided to just start reading, just due to my curiosity and the fact that there was going to be a Wheel of Time series, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm hoping to see it. On to other topics. I love the book. I love the series. I'm going to be sad when I finish it, but currently I am working on a tale called Mandela Man. I am co-authoring it with a friend of mine who loves the idea. I will be working on quite a few other stories. Not So Sheepish is going to be up on Kindle. I started my Patreon called Rose of Sharon's Gardeners. I haven't done anything with it yet because it's going to be a site for video games and animation. I forgot to mention animation when I was doing the description of the Patreon itself, but I will, and I'll do time. And as soon as I finish my degree, that's what I'm going to be up to, is doing playthroughs and animation. It's basically pretty much all I got to say about Path of Daggers, and it was quite good. I really enjoyed it. It's extremely well written, and if you've been reading up to that point, you know we had a sense of dread and unease, and we know that he's actually preparing us for the final battle here. And I think we all know what's going to happen. And it's interesting to see how the characters are mentally arming themselves for this. And I like that. I like the whole idea of the psychological description that we're given of Rand and the Aes Sedai and of Perrin the Prophet. I feel bad for Perrin sometimes because he's just the messenger, and yeah, he's that stereotypical. Yes, I'm the prophet, and I've come for news for Lord Dragon, and all that. And you think, oh God, poor guy. I feel for you, man. I really do. But I really like it, and I'm looking forward to the actual show. So I will keep you updated on that. I'm watching NCIS with my friend. He's getting up to date with that. He has CABS All Access, so he's got Picard, and I haven't seen Picard yet. And if you know me, I'm a huge Trekkie, and I'm the triumvirate of nerds. I am a Trekkie, a Warzy, and a Whovian. And of course, I like things like Logan's Run, and I love Firefly when it was on, and of course they canceled it. I haven't watched Supernatural in years, but I'm still a huge Supernatural fan. I plan on watching the rest of Game of Thrones, and I will give you my review as soon as I get into the rest of the series. And I've heard a lot of fans are not pleased with what HBO did with the series, but I'm going to be my own judge over that. So, until next time, live long, prosper, and